So this next video is how to make adjustments in scientific notation. And the reason we need to learn this because we are going to learn how to do operations with scientific notation, how to multiply them, how to divide them. And sometimes after doing the operation, whatever it happens to be, your scientific notation isn't in proper form anymore. And you have to make an adjustment to put it back in the proper form. And so that's what we're going to look at today. So example, let's say after performing an operation with scientific notation, you end up with something that looks like this. Now, although it's still scientific notation is only considered to be proper when the decimal is behind that first digit. So here, the decimal is going to have to be moved. Every time we move the decimal, it has an effect on the exponent. The exponent is either going to start increasing or it's going to start decreasing. So here, if we move the decimal 2 places to put it where it's supposed to be, that means we're either going to increase by 2 or we're going to decrease by 2. The question is which one? And so I came up with an easy way for you to remember. Depending on what way I move the decimal, do I increase or do I decrease? So whenever you move the decimal to the left, it's going to increase. Now, you look at these 2 words, left, increase. I don't see an easy way to remember why this one would mean increase. But what if instead of the English word for left, we use the Spanish word for left, izquierda? If you move the decimal para la izquierda, you have to increase. Both of these words begin with I. Izquierda begins with an I, increase begins with an I. So whenever you move the decimal to the left, you're going to increase. Izquierda, increase. Whenever we move the decimal to the right, we have to decrease. Now, again, I look at these 2 words and I don't see anything that allows me to find some type of easy way to remember why does right mean decrease. But what if rather than the English word for right, we use the Spanish word? Derecha. Derecha begins with a D, and so does decrease. So when you move the decimal to the right, you have to decrease. Derecha, decrease. Izquierda, increase. So in this problem, if I move the decimal 2 places, 1, 2, I moved it 2 places to the left, or a la izquierda. So that means I have to increase by 2. Come over here to the exponent and just put plus 2. So now the answer should be 8.462 times 10 to the 17. Now this has been adjusted to be proper. Let's take a look at a couple others. Let's say I've got 0.0921 times 10 to the 11. My decimal right now needs to be moved 2 places. I need to move the decimal back here behind the 9. So if I move the decimal back here behind the 9, 2 places to the right. Remember right, derecha, derecha, decrease. So now I'm going to come up here to the exponent, and for a decrease, you're going to subtract. So I'm going to put minus 2. So my final answer will read 9.21 times 11 minus 2 gives me 9. Try another. Let's say I've got 0.0086 times 10 to the negative 5. Decimal's in the wrong place. Let's move the decimal back to here. I had to move it 3 places, and I moved it 3 places to the right. Derecha, derecha, decrease. So since I have to decrease, I'm going to put minus 3. And so now I'm going to get 8.6 times 10 to the negative 8. One more example, and then you guys are going to start here. So what if I have 73.2 times 10 to the negative 9? I'll have to move the decimal 1 place to the left. 1 place to the left, Left, izquierda. Izquierda means increase. So I'm going to increase by 1. So now I'm going to get 7.32 times 10, -9 plus 1 makes -8. So go ahead and do the check for understanding for how to adjust scientific notation, and then you're done for the day.